Bastion does his thing.
Okay, I'm not amused right now.
The answer is...
Keep falling down.
I don't know.
I did one run for the
You're
distillery.
wondering if there ain't some other way out of this mess. It's alright. I can tell. But why would you even want another way? Unless you wanted to stay here with us. Well, that's sweet and all, but I don't know if I can stick around.
Hey. Come on, jump. Jumpsy, jumpsy. Fine. Sometimes I manage to jump through that, sometimes not. There's a way to jump through, but I can't remember where it is, so...
The weight of the calamity. It's on our shoulders. We can't just let it go.
Ah! I just pressed my fucking game to the other screen. Oops. Oh my god. That's not good. Crashed the whole game. Oh well, wasn't doing that great either, so yeah. Well, we'll go again, and this time we'll take splits. We went that far anyways, so I'm just gonna reboot the damn game. One, come on, water. Let's write something down first of all. Okay. Yeah. I'm just trying to find a pen. 119. So, I'm just gonna exit the Bastion. Steam. And Bastion. Okay. Yeah, I was supposed to fix my CPU usage, so just give me 2 seconds to close some programs after this thingy resets itself properly to windowed mode. Oh, I'm a bad gamer, I play in windowed mode. I'm not gonna close, 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 close all windows. I'm just gonna like close some windows. That's okay to close. Quit curse. I'm just gonna shut down some programs because they're not supposed to be open. You play, quit. Skype, doesn't matter. Origin, quit. Creative Cloud, quit. Area Games, exit. That one, exit, curse, exit. Exit. Why do I have so much on the background? It's not even funny. Out of that one, I think I can shot that, 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 that. Okay, yeah. I seem to be still freezing a bit, so I'm just gonna it's already downscaled, so oh well, let's hope it doesn't take too badly. Add story and UK Plus.
I'll see you in the next one. Proper story is supposed to start at the beginning. Ain't so simple with this one. Now here's a kid whose whole world got all twisted, leaving him stranded on a rock in the sky. He gets up, sets off for the Bastion,
Hey!
where everyone agreed to go in case of trouble.
What the? Okay, come on. The... Okay. So yeah. Story. New Game Plus.
I'll see you in the next one. Proper story is supposed to start at the beginning. Ain't so simple with this one. Now here's a kid whose whole world got all twisted, leaving him stranded on a rock in the sky. He gets up, sets off for the Bastion, where everyone agreed to go in case of trouble. Ground forms up under his feet as it pointing the way. He don't stop to wonder why. Finds his lifelong friend just lying in the road. Well, it's a touching reunion. He sees what's left of the rippling walls. Years of work undone in an instant. In the calamity, that a survivor? No, ma'am. It's a gas fella, forced out from underground. Kid's worked up quite a thirst by now, so that fountain looks real inviting. Sometimes you just need a drink.
I thought I already healed.
A school of squirts tunnels up around him. Must have fled here from the mines.
Did I forget to like... Wow. Okay, so not good.
Gotta hold her still to spin up the chamber.
Okay, oops. Can I
He
say
sets
oops?
foot inside one of Zealandia's famous watering holes. Wait, haven't I? Anyway, Rhonda's place just brings back memories. Then Kid finds his trusty shield.
Yeah, awesome. Keep forgetting these little things.
The security takes him for a petty thief. Special delivery, gas fellas. Windbags start turning up for last call. more squirts start coming out of the woodwork. A big old fella pops out in front of the kid. Kid sees the way to the Bastion out the window. It's a bit of a drop. He gets a good look at things on his way down. He lands on top of a breaker's bow, and it ain't broke.
Okay, it's split wrong.
Good news is the emergency defenses still work. Bad news is they're aiming for the kid. He finds the distillery, right next to the arsenal.
Okay, I'm
Tough
gonna...
part of town. One sip of the spirits in that distillery, and the kid'll feel like a new
So,
man.
Bastion bourbon. Ware whiskey. Black rye. Old brandy. Barley malt. Whale ale. Absinthe. Life wine. Champagne.
The
And
arsenal's
the
where the
menus.
kid can pick the best tools for the job.
Ah, wrong one. Bolt burst.
Some of them squirts birthing like crazy in a couple of corn pins. That one was Maud, the tutor. Once taught the kid good manners. He never used them though. An old ferry barge sends the kid on his way. The Bastion's real close now.
Yep.
And then he falls to his death. I'm just fooling.
That was sort of bad and also splitting wrong. I should be splitting when we reach the Bastion.
Kid takes a chunk of alloy. Smell of barley and spoiled blueberries fills the air. Scumbags. Kid maybe shouldn't have done what he just did. Robs a scumbag of his last meal.
Okay,
Kid puts him out of his misery. He finds the core to the wharf district. He steals the city's heart. Might as well. See, that core Kid took was the only thing making this particular rock stay afloat. Well, down he goes. Down toward the Bastion.
and now I should be splitting.
Now the kid sees something stranger still. His mind races.
Not that it matters
Did
much,
anybody
but-
else survive? Sure enough, he finds another. He finds me. And just like that, the Bastion comes alive. Starts growing again. Growing
Roly,
stronger.
roly, roly.
Kid's gotta put its power to good use. Now the Bastion can send him even farther into the wild unknown. Kid ponders what to build. Kid don't know what's out there waiting for him.
Yes, now I'm going to the right direction at least.
Now he lands at the intersection between bad and wrong. Ought to be a core down one of these twisted streets. But which one? And there it is. But it's locked down tight in an alloy cage. A blustery old foreman's keeping his fellas in check. Almost like he's showboating for the crowd. He hears the whole place groan, but it's too tough to fall. He comes back, just like I knew he would. The core hums in his pack. The monument's calling for it. Kid does it again. Only fair he decides what we build next. Can't be too careful these days. Picked up traces of other cores while the kid was out.
Oh wait, which one I need to do? What reward first? Melting pot first. I keep forgetting where I'm going.
Couples used to walk the sundown path.
And now I
Kid
went the
ain't
sundown
here for
path.
pleasure, though. Quick and careful's the only way to go. But then, somebody gets to the core before the kid. Floor starts giving way under the lightest step. A single panic squirt can bring the whole place down. Stray valuables are lying everywhere. Security is all fired up. See, the path was intended for leisurely strolling and such. Sky bridges link the path together. One of them bridges whips the kid along. Air travel always was an iffy proposition. The calamity changed everything, even when the wind blows. Well, if we mastered the winds in the old days, we can do it again. Who else could have taken the core? Well, ain't no survivor stole the thing. Scumbag ate it by mistake. Tough break. Unlike the kid, that core ain't coming back. No, they used to ship live munitions down the path. These wires to toss those things plenty far away. Even gas fellas need some shut-eye from time to time. They get real cranky when you wake them up. In all his toil, kid keeps coming back to an overwhelming question. Who else could have survived the calamity?
I'm going this way.
So he didn't find a core that time, but that ain't about to stop us.
Oh.
The Bastion's a place of peace, but we can hold our own if we have to.
Yay.
In better days, the melting pot was sealed tighter than the skin on a squirt. Of all the plans to survive the calamity, it had to be stab weeds. Blasted things hurt like a broken heart. If there's a core, he figures it ought to be deeper down. He throws a switch. Now what could possibly go wrong?
A lot.
Quite a bit, as it turns out. The cage starts lifting from the core ever so slow. All Kid can do is wait. Shipments start falling in. Not every squirt's born bad. Some spring to the kid's defense. Judging by the movement of the cage, it's gonna take a little while. Scumbags don't take kindly to interlopers. Even some gas fellas take his corner. Heard he popped that mean old foreman. At this rate, maybe 5 more minutes, maybe 30. Hard to tell. Squirts get real territorial around the core. better shipping of free samples shows up. One thing's for sure, that cage is awful heavy. It's a troublesome scene to be sure.
Oh,
A few moments left, and the core goes free.
oops.
10, 9, 8, 7. Give or take a few seconds. Finally, the core's within reach. And done. He's got it. Just gotta get to the nearest barge.
Cinderbrick Fort.
I still remember the look on his face after that one. The old world's finished, but the new world's just getting started.
Hey, gardens. Got Cinderbrick Fort. Hacking gardens.
The dead ain't gotta worry about this mess. The calamity took everybody after all. Kid sees it plain, frozen faces all around. You don't much care to see him. Not like this. These folks never saw the calamity coming, but someone did. Someone close. It was someone like him. Something so familiar about that man. It's a snag or two trying to get to him. He ain't about to stop, no matter what. He's got so many questions after all. Just ain't got time for answers. The Thunder brothers didn't make it. Nordy, the bird boy, didn't make it. The Jawsons, they didn't make it.
Joseph needs to
Grady
get out of my
Sr.,
way.
Grady Jr., they didn't make it. But him, he survived.
No! Oh my god,
Just
this
think.
is like
Without that
the
man,
word.
we wouldn't be here right now, would we? And then, what do you say to a man who's seen too much? Kid hasn't a clue, but he says this: we have to go. Please.
Cinder. Hey, gardens. Ow, ow, ow.
He's a proper gentleman, that man. His name is Salt.
Sitting on top of my leg.
No hiding he's an Ura. Folks like him ain't never been a common sight in Celandia. He's relieved to see a living face or two. The kid and I introduce ourselves in kind. Both to him and to each other. For the first time. The cores, they remember. That's why this place is coming together. That's why things are gonna be alright. Well, look what we have here.
No? Okay.
We tracked down a couple more cores near the edge of the city.
Melting pot before, no, Cinderbrick before Pith. Yeah. Hi, Artis. Sorry, I didn't notice you sooner.
There's only one way to Cinderbrick Fort.
Oh.
The hard way. Sure, the city marshals may be gone, but now the fort's crawling with windbags. The calamity is mercy.
No, don't go there. Don't go there. Oh my god. This is so not funny.
Well, windbags young and old keep fighting for the fort.
I need to I don't need to do that.
Windbags ain't much different from normal folks. All they want's a warm place to stay and a decent meal.
Nope, wrong way.
The Calamity drove the windbags topside. A lot of them wound
That
up here in this
way.
very fort.
And the grove wasn't formed. That one.
Cinderbrick gave them enough heat and metal to munch on for a while.
Hey,
But the
why am
fort
I-
ain't theirs
so-
by right. Can't blame them for wanting it, though.
Okay, yeah, I can't roll as much as I would like to. Because the ground isn't forming under me fast enough. For some reason. So I, like, drop. Why would I need to use a secret skill here?
Security's plane gone haywire. Windbags gummed up the works. Kid ain't afraid
I
to
need
get
to
burned.
use...
They trapped the kid in the middle of the fort's parade grounds. Then they bring out Glutus and Glandon and all their scumbag uncles.
This
They
one
got
last.
something to gain, and only their sorry hides to lose.
Come on. Oh.
The windbags finally get the message. And now ain't nothing left for
Yay.
nobody down at Cinderbrick Fort.
Pith Orchard.
Kid shows up
Okay.
just as Ulf's telling me about his own
I
journey
just
to the city.
so much, it's not even funny.
Ulf's travels ain't much compared
Nearly
to what
forgot the
kids
core
have to go
again.
through for all this.
Pith Orchard. There. Fly. Come on. I'm also one level too short. I'm level 9 actually.
The gods,
So
they're all undone.
that should also come a couple of seconds from my time when I level up to 10.
Kid says a little prayer
Oh.
anyway. Couldn't hurt, right? Pith Orchard. Place is a dead end in more ways than one.
I
Folks
keep
used to
forgetting
make
my
pilgrimage
routes still here.
pay their respects to Pith, the bull. Well, the gods are long gone now, and the orchard core is long gone too.
There,
In time, though,
there,
the bull
there,
stopped
there.
being a symbol and started being decoration. Pith makes a decent scarecrow at least. Then Pith lights up like a rodeo. So what'll it be? Invoke the gods? Or tell them off? Must have been guarding that shrine.
Oh well.
Hopping windbags is hard enough. The gods can make it even harder. Well, if the gods are alive, they must be plenty sore.
Stops on my way when I'm trying to roll. That's not good.
Kid ain't found a core, but at least he found Zolf's precious shrine.
Pith Orchard. Prosper Lancaster River. God, I hate that place.
The Langston River flowed free and wild till the calamity drank it all up. Maybe all that water just grew wings and flew off. Riverbank swarming with windbags. They're so bent on finding the core they hardly notice the kid. Lucky for him, the certain famous ferry barge is still afloat. She sends some squirts crying home as she leaves port. Maybe Nellie knows the way to the core.
And this is the latest.
Maybe she can slip right past all the clamor on the coast.
Like, I don't need any EXP
Or
out of
maybe
those or
not.
anything, so I'm just gonna
Security skiff
hang out
pulls up
here for a
portside.
bit.
Nellie's just another
hate
windbag
this.
to those guns.
Like, Lancaster River is one of my least favorite.
Just then, the
Favorite,
windbags notice who she's
levels.
sailing with.
To be honest. Youngster River is one of the worst, and
about what happened at Cinderbrick.
I also hate the
They tried
lagoon
to cut her
because,
off.
well, I keep messing up that one skip every single time. It's not even funny.
They try to.
But I'm still gonna blame my glasses. Oh.
They try to knock her out. Kid almost falls again.
I got up too early.
Well, Weepin' Nelly tries harder. Try as she might, though, she hits a snag. Kid's gotta help her get untangled. Favors for favors.
Yeah, let's...
At least she picked a good spot for a break. Cause the core is
Okay.
right there. Then the kid hears an unusual sound, like 100 flapping wings. They had their own eyes on the core. But why? He finds Weepin' Nelly raring to go. Turns out she's got a special surprise for when the waters get rough.
Yeah.
She's gonna need a little help with all that pegger.
What made me want to run this?
Crafted things think they're king of the roost now.
I don't know, I enjoyed playing
Rest
it,
of us only
and
wish we could fly
it
down
seemed
like
like a good
wings.
starting game for me. I originally wanted to run actually new game, all story levels. Like I enjoyed the story in this, and it's just I'm just really bad with some of the skips. So New Game Plus can compensate a lot for that. But when I get more used to the game, I want to run New Game, all story levels. Yeah, I haven't speedrun anything before this, so... and I used to play this with the controller. It took me all of yesterday. I did like 5 or 6 runs just to get used to a mouse and a keyboard on this. So I'm actually pretty horrible. But I really just like the story.
They don't know the kid's just trying to help.
So
Or maybe they don't care.
I can stand this game again and again and again and again. I don't get bored of it. Like, it would be horrible to speedrun a game you get bored of after a couple of runs. Then you don't enjoy running it at all.
Well, it all proves too much for poor Nelly.
Okay, up and roll.
She's just gotta make one last stop. With her last breath, Nelly
Too
gets
far.
to the solid ground. Solid ground in the Pegger country. They want that core real bad. Seems a calamity ain't hurt the Peggers' appetites. Kid shoes them off, knowing they'll be back. About 6
Hello.
times. Now,
Yeah.
listen close. You should remember this next part. Why go to Prosper Bluff?
Prosper Bluff for me is something I always drop too
Used
much
to take an
in.
enterprising man or a plain old fool to venture out that far. The city was the most beautiful place in the world. We all knew that. But on the other hand, some folks just yearn
I have
to
to
see
be
the things they're
very
told they
careful
can't.
here that I don't do that.
And that's why you go to Prosper Bluff, ain't it? There the kid hears something he ain't heard in a long while.
Yeah,
How's it
I'll be
going,
doing
Neil?
that too much. And I know it's faster to roll back the plank that you came from, but it's
That's
just
the one. Timeless.
it's just impossible for me to make that roll for now. I have to practice more. No, not that way yet. I'm also very bad at games that require a lot of jumping, so like rolling aside, Bastion has only so little jumping, which I guess is a big reason for me to run it. I've also been practicing Child of Light, New Game Plus, but I haven't taken my splits from it yet because it's just my Aurora isn't high enough level, so they're. Come on. There? There. Okay, come on. That's gonna take too much time. I can get that like 1 time out of 10 that I roll through. So. But yeah, my Aurora isn't high enough level to make the fights that fast, so.
Well, no point explaining what happens next, right? Suffice it to say, kid ain't coming home empty-handed. And besides, it's like the song goes. They'll be here before too long.
Yeah, I think I'm going New Game Plus Child of Light. I think I'm going on Aurora and Robert are
We
like
darn near celebrated
95, 96, so like I'm halfway done with that grinding.
Zolf never thought he'd
But
see a fellow
it still
again.
takes a bit of time from me, which is why I'm not running
We
it
become fast
yet.
friends. Calamity has that effect on people.
But it's also another nice game
But there
that,
was more to be done. There was one last core to find.
that
Kid's
I
surprised when I tell him there's only one core left. I shouldn't have believed it either.
I think it's still one of those games that I don't
We
get
tracked the
bored of.
final core beyond the city to the wilds.
Like a lot of games, I can like play them once
The
or
wild
twice,
unknown.
maybe 3
Place
times.
to meet
But
a man alive. Place is so raw,
I-
even the Calamity
I
couldn't cook it.
do take like
Not all of it.
a lot of.
Kid learned not to touch those things. Pecker's got the core, like they're building a bastion of their own. The welcoming committee scrambles to attention. Didn't expect the kid so soon.
Oh come on! Why didn't you get hit? That bird.
They shouldn't have let the guard down.
I should have shot him. Shoot him.
Getting that core was one thing. Getting out's gonna be another. He digs his
I
way
rolled the
out
wrong
of the
way.
clearing, but the wild.
Why did I roll the wrong way? That way. I
Wallflowers
keep doing
survive
this
the
every
calamity.
single time. I keep rolling
Best
the wrong
take it
way.
real slow when pincushions are afoot. Then kid gets the feeling he's being watched. Not by me, by a lunkhead. He's anxious to get back. After all, he's got the final core. His journey's over, right? Well, no, it ain't. Not by a long shot.
Just
Kid knows something's up when we ain't there to give a warm welcome. See, Zolf and I were just wrapping up a heated discussion. Zolf can
I
barely
keep always
muster the
thinking
words.
I.
The calamity failed, he says.
It's so easy
But I
to
will
just
not.
roll where you came from when you're trying to get back.
And with that, Zolf leaves us here, alone. Zolf banged up the monument pretty bad,
Yeah.
but there's a way to put it back together. The shards. The city brought the shards to the wilds.
That
Now the kid's gonna bring them back.
Justin Bog.
After Zolf's little episode, kid sets off in search of shards. First stop, Jawson Bog. You'll get lost in that bog, I told the kid.
Justin Bog, I don't
We'll guide
mind.
you back.
Oh. Damn.
Well, I let him go. What else could I do?
But
What could any of us do? Zolf put us in a real bind. Hurt the Bastion bad. But the shards
I still
can
have
make
a
it
problem
better.
with rolling down
They're
from
like
these
smaller
ledges.
doses of the core's medicine. Shame the only place to fill that prescription is out here in the wilds. This place is intoxicating.
Like, I would have leveled my Chant of Light file up yesterday, to be honest, but my roommate had some friends over and they stole all the controllers, and I'm bad with any game without a controller. I was feeling so weird with no controllers.
Somewhere I've never been.
It was
Somewhere
weird.
I never wanna go.
Like I like playing with controllers when I play any game that's really you can do that, but okay, come on. Siren.
The dead welcome him with open arms. Kid pops him good. That a survivor? No, ma'am. It's a lonesome ghost of a gas fella.
Here. And there.
What do you say to
I shouldn't have
see
used
too
that.
much? I'm Zolf.
I might have actually needed that
Pleased to make your
later.
acquaintance. Did anybody else survive? Sure enough, he finds peckers, lunkheads, wallflowers, pincushions, vine apples, swamp weeds, ankle gators.
It took me like
Sending me
5 or 6 runs just to realize you can just run through that.
The security is just an industry. Kid succeeds where the calamity failed. Would you look at what he did to poor old Rondi the bartender? Proper story's supposed to start at the beginning. It's so simple with this one. Now here's a
I
kid
used to
whose
kill
whole
those
world's
all before
alright,
going, and
snoozing there on a
that
rock in
took
the sky.
ages. I'm like, there got to be an easier way.
Kid
Oh,
can't fall, no matter how hard he tries. He
Yeah.
wakes up.
I just
I'm
didn't do
just
that.
fooling. He sees what's left of the rippling walls. Years of work undone in an instant. He sees what's left of his lifelong friend. His friend, he's come undone too. He sees what's left.
I really didn't just do that. That one first. Did I pick it? Yeah. I'm not even sure if I'll try for that Queen Anne skip, to be honest, on Rothus Lagoon. Rothus Lagoon is just...
Near lost my train of thought just thinking about that place. The shard ain't lost either. Not anymore. Now to find a ticket out of this hole.
There. There.
Bootlickers dig their nasty thorns into his heels. Ever heard of the lung blossom? It's bigger than the stories say. The breath on that thing, like a scumbag sprung a leak.
Hey, what did I miss?
Mother only knows what happened in the bog. Kid was scared to speak of
I
it.
hate it when they don't spawn. That's just a bug. The Rothus Lagoon.
A shard is like a poor man's core, but beggars can't be choosers. That's it. A few more shards like that, and we'll be back in business.
Like last time I ran this, an
A
hour
single
ago or
shard
so,
can breathe new life into this
like
place.
I was
The
halfway
shard's
through
got enough juice to spruce up any of these places.
last bit when the
city
whole
tried
thing
to use the shards
crashed.
to stake out the wilds. So much for that plan.
So I just, instead of like rebooting it up and continuing, then I think like
Ankle gators used to roam the wilds, and they nested
I
at
just-
Rothus Lagoon. Many a tale folks use to scare their children straight originated here.
Nope, no, wrong way. Nope, don't roll there. Why do you
Even the
keep rolling the
brushers
wrong
learned
way?
to fear
Bad
this
kid.
place.
Bad kid.
They used to think that ankle gators were extinct. Well, they ain't. Turns out Queen Anne got a hold of a shard. Ankle gators love shiny things. The brushers
Well,
use
let
their
me-
pikes to keep their distance around
Nope.
here. Now the kid
Failed
can
it.
do the same. They say you
So I'll
can't
just-
hurt an ankle gator unless it's raining. And it
I'll
ain't
just kill
raining.
that.
Sharp sticks make Queen Anne nervous.
Usually I take
so she
just one
backs
go
off
at
a bit.
that skip because yeah, like if I'm gonna go for a
Queenie leads the
run,
kid into some kind of twisted trap. One bad step in that tall grass and he's Queen Anne's lunch.
so
Fast as he can. The closer you get to an ankle gator's lair, the thicker the tall grass grows.
come on. Why am I not?
Those leaping lunkheads don't like Queen Anne any better than the kid.
I hate that.
They make a tasty
I can't
snack.
get through there. Like half of the times I can get through there. Half of the times I can't. It's so much faster to go through there.
Queenie must have scared a bunch of peckers out of hiding. Wanna know how to find an ankle gator lair? They use a kid as bait.
Like you
He's
can actually
got it,
roll through there.
And now to finish her off. Now she's coming for him. She's got nowhere else to go. The shard's sitting in plain view.
I can never
They
round
say
this.
if you run across an ankle gator, you better keep running.
Oh,
And now he's made her mad.
this is like my worst Queen Anne kill in like ages.
Rest in peace, Queen Anne. That was for the brushers. Kid's done what needed to be done.
I don't think I've taken that long in a Queen Anne kill in ages. I swear, like 4 last runs.
Queen Anne's
Well, I
reign
didn't
is
manage
over.
to
We've got a
time
crown
it.
jewel.
To round it, but I
All that
got her
trouble
in
for a
3
single shard. But you know
rounds,
what?
which is good for me.
It was worth it. Seems the gods recommended this place to all their friends. The next shard should be farther out there in the wilds.
Point Limit. Okay, this is my second, like my most hated levels. Point Limit is it.
Know how Caelandia became the richest city in the world?
And
2 words. Point Lemaine. If the wilds could ever be tamed, it was gonna happen right here.
please, please, I don't wanna. Okay, fine.
The army's triggers once had the place on lockdown.
And now I
They
got the
shut ours
roll.
in a fit.
Oh my
The
gosh.
Grand Rail of Point Lemaine. Not only is it still there, it still works. Of course, it's no longer shipping hides and alloys and spices, but it can give the kid a lift. Just as long as it can stay clear of the trouble on the tracks. The Grand Rail's all grown over with things of calamity chewed up and spat out. Things eager to take back their turf.
How can I? Don't you shoot at me there. Oh, what am I standing?
Kid lets a few of them slip by.
Yeah, what am I standing in this good question?
Lunkheads settled in like they own the place. Takes fancy footwork on the rail, what with wallflowers, coughing fungus everywhere.
Here, oh. Are you still following me? Nope, that's a new one.
Of course, the Grand Rails seen much more fighting in bygone times. The Ura-Celandian War, 50 years ago. Doom
And you can see I'm not motivated
right
with this
here
level.
that Zolf's Ura forefathers decided to mix it up.
I mean, when I'm not motivated, I just keep playing badly.
Okay, so
And
maybe we didn't get their sign-off on the whole Grand Rail
it's just
thing. The
horrible.
rail must have shook the Ura to the bone down in those dens of theirs. That was bad. Well, the rail won't last much longer now that the kid took the shard. It's still got one good run in store for him, though. All the rotten wood there on the rails turned it into swamp weed central.
I think I have one, two little. I think I used one.
Ever tried dancing
one,
side to side while holding a rail?
Black tonic. Too much.
While choking on swamp
Or I was
weed,
counting on getting your back. But
while Pegger's trying to prick you in the eye. Well, let me tell you, it ain't fun.
oh my gosh. At least I'm not low on health tonics at this point, so that means I'm screwing less up than usual. Like usually at this point I'm down to 1 or 2 health potions.
But then at
Which is
last,
bad.
it's the end of the line. He'll be picking swamp weed out of those boots for days.
Go. Hey,
Turns
come on.
out he's got company up at the rail station, waiting for him.
Cute.
Not just another wallflower or pincushion, mind you. At first he thinks it's Zolf. This is for you, says the man. Then
I think
wham.
it's it. Yeah. Auto-scrolling levels are...
When the kid comes to, the man's long gone.
Misclick.
But something else is there. Well, what's a kid to do?
And it's
took the
it's
shot.
total time
He
that
took the
matters.
And he took that note.
I mean, I already, like, split wrong on the freaking 2,
That note cuts straight to the
First
heart of
levels.
things, don't it?
and then I did Cauldron, and
It ain't
The
too
wrong way
late to
around.
unlock the potential of this
so I'm just
place.
gonna have to delete these splits once I've taken these, but it's the total time that matters.
We need an awful big lost and found under the circumstances.
Then, not Cauldron. See, I'm already going to the Cauldron in my mind. Yeah, but auto-scrollers, they're
Not
really,
everything blew up in the calamity.
I mean,
Why Colford Cauldron here blew up way ahead of its time.
when I started
Cauldron
playing
boiled over
games,
some 300 years
um,
ago. They say it filled the skies with ash and the lakes with molten rock. If
when
you
I started
wanted to
playing
survive something
as,
like
as
that,
when
you
I
had
was
to learn
younger,
to adapt.
I used to hate auto-scrollers because they were too fast for
It
me.
takes a certain
And now that
stubborn
I've been
pride
playing
to
for
keep
like
living in a place like this.
multiple
As for
years,
us,
then
we learned an awful lot from Colford
it's
Cauldron.
just they're too slow to me. and you're
Sure, we
never happy
dusted
with
off a good many secrets
auto-scrollers.
out here,
They're
but we
awful.
discovered other things we're better off not
Oh.
knowing.
Come on.
The taste of air so hot it sticks to your lungs.
I can't even see anything. Where am I rolling?
All sorts of awful things crawling underfoot. The more ash we swept aside, the more life we found.
That way. It's real hard to see anything
After
here.
all, when we looked down inside Colford Cauldron, looked down through all the smoke and flames, we saw in there the heart of the world. The heart now laid bare by the calamity. As for the kid, he just has to get that shard out of there.
Oh, wait.
Too bad taking that thing woke up every last stink eye from here to Johnson Bog. biggest stink eye he's ever seen's waiting for him on the other side. And where there's one stink eye,
How
there's
can I
always
drop
more.
so much? Seriously.
The cauldron's tenants all gather up to bid the kid a fond farewell. With a good spyglass, you can still see the cauldron from the city.
How
but all
can
the
I
fires
fall
died
so
out.
much?
There's nothing left of it.
It's just. Okay, Mozart. The second level I always get lost
He
in.
comes back looking like the inside of a
I
chimney.
always roll the wrong way.
The shard works like a charm. You can hear the monument's heartbeat again.
Wrong.
Ain't saying much, but that's the greatest forge in all the city. We spotted a pecker carrying a shard to Mount Zan.
No.
Can't rightly call Mount Zan a mountain anymore.
I'm a bit better at this than
There's no
I
more
am at
mountains
like.
now. There's no place left for the beasts of the wild to go. We only found their little lair because they found themselves a little shard.
That way.
The creatures of the wild, they've been building a bastion of their own. But
way?
they ain't yet prepared for any company. Best thing we can do for those beasts right
Oh my
now
gosh.
is put them down, quick and clean. Look at it this way.
Like the
It's
first
either
time I
them
came to this
or
level,
us. But if we
I
win,
think I spent
they
like
win too.
40 minutes
Our
just here.
bastion is everybody's game, not just ours.
Just trying to
Those
find my
beasts
way
been hard
around.
at work fixing up the place. Maybe they've thought about turning back, just like we have. We just really need their shard. Kid got it fair and square.
Also, first time I
He's done
killed
what's
all
best
that.
for him, don't you worry.
So,
Don't you worry.
not really. I think that level took me like 20, 30 minutes, just that one level, because I was like just rolling in the
We'll all be
bushes trying
better
to
off
find
once the
everything.
bastion is complete. The monument's getting better. Zolf sure did a number on it, though.
Which way am I going? Oh, that way.
Just the occasion to crack open the distillery's private reserve. Just a couple shards left. The quarry's gotta have one, right?
Yeah. Quarry. Now I'll try not to drop down every single hole here.
Imagine everything you need to build
Just
a
every
city
other
like
one.
Zealandia.
It's
It
not
takes
gonna
hard
happen.
work and planning, and it also takes a burstone quarry.
Where am I moving my window?
The Ura tunnels beneath the quarry must have softened the blow from the calamity. Rattletails ain't the worst of it either, but more about that in a little bit. Same goes for its natives. Rattletails, windbags smaller than the naked eye can see, are nested in those rocks.
Nope, wrong way. And one,
Not
Oh,
only
what's
are these rocks a source of life,
two. I'm not even
we found
counting.
that the oldest
That's
ones
gonna be too much
remember
counting.
things. They're recording everything, all the time, taking it all in.
E.
No wonder all those beasts were drawn to the quarry. The rocks were calling them. Rattletails kept tunneling in to snack on windbags. Now, why would the Ura sell off such a
Eep.
fascinating place?
Eep.
Might be the gods told them the quarry's bad news. In any case, it's fair to say the quarry was God's.
This would be entertaining if I wouldn't be playing. Like if someone else was
Those
doing this,
rocks,
I
all
would
polished
happily
to
be
a
entertained.
machine, the
When
largest
I'm doing
ones,
this, it's actually kind of frustrating. Wrong way.
The smaller ones, we call them shards.
Nope.
Remember how I said Rattletails ain't the worst thing in the quarry? That honor goes to a beast we took to Colin, Sir Lunky. Massive things stomped any of our boys.
Hey!
Just couldn't get rid of him. The only thing harder than the rocks bursting quarry is Sir Lunky's head.
Yeah, I never Like, I dropped down myself before getting the quick kill on Monkey.
You never could get stubborn old monkey to leave the quarry alone.
I
When the
really,
kid hears a
I
voice calling
dropped
from
down
down the
5
hall.
times before getting the quick
Are you
kill.
alright?
So it's
It's
just
set.
faster to smack Monkey. Oh, I need to.
We talk for a spell.
Why isn't this?
Kid hears him, but he ain't about to be deterred.
Sometimes that switch just doesn't take.
If that's
I
the
don't know
way
if
it
anyone
is,
else has
he
this
says,
problem, but
then I
I
won't
really
stop
need to
you.
wait sometimes, like 10 seconds
Because
before
my
the switch
countrymen
works.
will. The next part's hard to talk about, no matter how many times I try.
And I forgot to split.
Say what you will about Zolf, but he's a man of his word.
Oh well. Yay!
His countrymen don't much care for pleasantries, though. No way out of this. Not without a fight. They got inside the bastion and shut the door. Kid's gotta go in through the back. Zolf showed him the way here. And here they came to take revenge. Unfortunately, they broke in and they started digging their holes. Something wrong sprung out of those holes, and it's eating away at this place. I couldn't stop them. I ain't a kid, man.
But these guys always, like some of them, just jump to annoying places and then you can't fight them. Is that all?
Somehow,
Yep.
some way, he sends those Ura packing. Problem is, it didn't matter. Zolf's plan worked. We find each other as the dust settles.
Okay, I'm happy that
Then I tell
the
him
waiting
why
for the
the
switch
Ura came.
isn't only my problem, because
To get us
it,
back.
it's sometimes frustrating just to
calamity.
stand there.
It was Ceylandia's master plan to wipe the Ura out. But part of that plan backfired.
That's really good to know that it's
Didn't it?
not just me.
If only Zolf knew the whole story. The shards can put this disease in remission, but there's only one cure. We need to finish what we started. Been meaning to put up some guardrails.
Yeah, you should have put up those guardrails, if you ask me.
The memorial may be finished, but our part is far from over.
Where am I? I always do
Now all
that.
we need is one last shard.
Okay, I always do that.
The Ura swooped down from the east. At least now we know the way.
Did he seriously need to just say that? I always go there too fast. Then I don't know what. I keep doing this. I screwed up so badly. I don't think there's anything I can do here. I took the last.
The memorial. Here, a kid can pay respect
Do
to
I
the
need
old
to?
world
No?
and earn it in kind.
Can't I go before I take those? There's still something there. I think I screwed something up. Map to the right. Yeah, I did, but it's not. It's not there. Oh, there. I was too high up. Yeah.
One last
Yeah, I
shot.
was too high up.
That's
I
all
thought
we
it
need
didn't
to put
appear
this
on the map.
mess behind us.
I was too high up.
And mother, what a mess it is.
Oh my gosh.
A mess like that.
Yeah,
could
scroll to
only
the
be
right,
made
but I
by
didn't
hand.
scroll like down enough. Oh, bad knee.
At the heart of the calamity was a simple idea. We never
Really
wanted to
bad
go to
knee.
war again. Wanted to rule it out. We traveled near as far as the kids are going right now. Most of our efforts didn't bear fruit. Then there was a breakthrough, but it didn't come from one of our people. It came from an Ura, a brilliant young scientist named Ven.
Oh my god.
Ven worked for the Mancers, the sharpest knives in the city's drawer. With his
Damn
help, the
holes
Mancers devised
everywhere.
a way to seal the Ura tunnels shut in a flash. Just like that, every last Ura living in the Tassel terminals will be gone.
Oh, wait.
This discovery
I
was
panicked
never
there
to
for
be
a
used, they
second.
said, except as a last resort.
Oh,
We're lucky to be alive.
take that healing potion there. Which I didn't need because I accidentally
But Ven
killed the
didn't
Aura.
like being manipulated. He had plans of his own. He sabotaged the Mancer's little science project, set it to blow up in their faces. But remember,
Yeah.
the Bastion can fix everything. We just need that shard.
Hey, no poking. No poking. Don't poke me. I'll poke you back.
Too bad the Ura ain't exactly been willing to collaborate on that front.
I need to stop sitting on my leg though.
It's strange. Feels like I told this part 1,000 times. First things first, though. There's someone we figured needed rescuing. Zia.
Zoltan's Hall.
The Ura fell back, no doubt planning the next move. But we knew ours already.
I'm gonna take a small break after
There's
this
something
one.
we had to do before going after that last shard.
Yeah, get something to eat. I'm beginning to be hungry.
Well, now it's personal, ain't it? It's personal for him, and it's personal for me.
I'll just have to poke and not fall. Poke and not fall is a good strategy.
They
Unfortunately, I
got
could
their
do
own
one,
security and everything.
not
Pretty
two.
fancy. They've got these conductors that are all what's keeping the place together.
Where again?
Well, the Ura must be in a panic right about now.
Second reason why I can't run new
They've
game
sick
on
that
this
little
is
rattletail.
I'm too
Get something
reckless with the where whiskey, so I wouldn't be safe
Those rodents are
half
just
of
a
the
bump
time
in the road.
because I would need rare whiskey to get those fast kills. Did I just seriously leave it?
By now, every Ura from here to the terminals must know he's in town. They're easy targets. Those calamity rocks must be eating that place apart from the inside. The Ura
Okay,
keep
fine,
hanging
I'm
on to
gonna
their
stay
barricade.
there.
After all, their homeland's not much farther. They underestimated us. Had us pegged all wrong. Yes, our people caused the calamity, but here we are trying to fix it. There may makes us different from our people now, don't it?
I can't aim the piece with all this shit, and I need more
Did the Ura really think we just
health
turn around
potions,
and
and the
walk
Aura
away?
dropped lots of them, so...
Suppose old Zolf should have got to know us better. As the hour grows desperate, the Ura bring out their big guns. There's nothing standing in his way no more. Way out there on the edge of the world. That's where he finally finds you. But it ain't like Prosper Bluff this time.
That one was sloppy. Oh, I got
Ain't
all
nothing
of
for this
this.
gal to sing about now.
Couple of sloppy levels.
Zia, you weren't
And
kidnapped.
Tazal terminals.
No,
Last
man.
time, as I
You
said,
just
I
had to see
crashed
what
in
happened to the
Tazal
Ura.
terminals.
To your own
So
people.
we'll see. Fingers crossed that we don't crash this time.
You had to see if everything Zolf wrote to you was true. Once the kid gets that last shard from Zolf, it'll all be over.
Yeah, ready. I'm always ready. Not.
I can't hear him at all anymore. He's too far away. But he'll be alright. The calamity hit the Tazal terminals hardest of all. You know why Zolf went back there. Zolf must be there all alone, just waiting. All his old friends and family were there. You know what's funny? Look around. There's not much left to do here in the Bastion, I'm afraid. So why not tell each other stories to pass the time, right? When the kid brings back that shard, the Bastion will be complete.
Nope, down.
Caelandia will be whole again.
Not down.
Problem is,
Down
we'll
and
all be
down.
gone. Oh, we're not gonna die. It's more like all of this will just stop. Things will go back to the way they used to be. This whole place is a living record of the times before the calamity. You follow me?
Nope. No, I don't follow you because I was greedy.
You'd be your old self again. Think of all those times that didn't go your way.
Nope. Okay, now I'm
All of
just
life's little
mad.
setbacks. Imagine if you could have another go at them. No mistakes.
Hey, how did I get trapped here? I mean, come on. Okay,
Anyone you've ever heard.
yeah, I'm gonna get it under 1 hour today. Even if it
Everything
kills
you've
me.
ever done.
It might.
Do it over. And wouldn't that be grand? Wouldn't you agree? Well, I guess there's
It
nothing
might
more
kill
to
me
say.
to get the game under 1 hour today.
Ah, who am I kidding? Look. There's
Half of the
something
time
else.
here, I feel like I'm jumping through
confession.
some of these. Or that I'm forgetting to jump.
How come I know so much about the Bastion? Well, I designed the place, but that's beside the point. There's one problem with a place that sets things back to a bygone time. You can't test it. So you're probably wondering if the calamity happened already. What's to stop it from happening again after the Bastion does its thing?
I'm not choosing the most wise rocks right now, or ice patches.
The answer is...
Which happens?
I don't know.
It just really happens. Okay, slept 1 hour today.
You're wondering if there ain't some other way out of this mess. It's alright. I can tell. But why would you even want another way? Unless you wanted to stay here with us.
Yeah, and I know you can jump through that gate, but again, it's something I managed
Well,
1 out of
that's sweet and all, but I don't know if I can stick around.
10 times. Same with that one. That I get a bit more of them, but it does.
The weight of the calamity.
Yeah, no.
It's on our shoulders. Can't just let it go.
Oopsie. Wrong button.
Bastion does have another function, strictly speaking. If ever the monument blew out and we couldn't repair it, we could still evacuate. First, we'd round up as many folks as we could carry. Next, we'd detonate the cores, and we'd take off away from
Too far.
Of course, that would
Way too far.
no
Yeah,
going
almost
back.
there. Woohoo!
Ever. But then again, that way all of us
I know
to
also
leave
that
the city
it's technically
together.
faster to leave Zolf, but I think I'm gonna save him because I've already
You know
missed
Zolf
so
and his
much
countrymen
time.
won't be giving up that shard without a fight,
So-
don't you?
I've already messed up so much time, so it doesn't matter that much.
Zolf and the Ura, all they want now is to see the Bastion fall. Zolf dedicated his life to a lasting peace between the Ura and Zealandia.
There.
You can't have imagined the city would try to wipe the Ura out.
Sometimes this is so slow, this block out of the ball. So you have to just press it like 3 or 4 times.
Zolf ain't lost every shred of decency though, has he?
Oh, come on. I'm not gonna bother with you.
He tried to warn you about his plans. He tried to warn the kid.
Okay, spawn the last of you. And I should have just enough for the last one. Wait, I just need to go closer to the shard.
For Zolf, this ain't a personal matter.
They just don't like dying.
It ain't a simple matter of pride either.
Okay, go. Dude. I really hate you. Die. Okay, okay, miss. Yes, I'll stop calling you a dude when you start dying. Okay, miss. Die, please. Finally.
One thing's for sure, the Ura can't be happy
Jump
that we
away.
can't follow Zolf all the way home.
Yeah, I know. I saw Lardov do that. It was hilarious. But I mean,
I can
yeah.
see it now. The kid
I'm
in
just
one
gonna
corner,
rescue Zolf.
not
I'm gonna be a
Zolf on the
nice
other.
kid right
Ain't
now
much of a
because I've
fight.
already messed up my time so badly. So I'm gonna be a
Don't you
nice
worry,
kid.
though. Once the Bastion's restored,
But yeah, the block on
it'll
the
all be
previous
alright.
part is really slow. Like I'm spamming my shift and it's not working.
Although, after talking it
This
over
is
like
nearly as
this,
bad as an auto
guess I'm
scroller
beginning to
because
have
I
my
can't go
doubts.
faster. Because if I would have the ball, I could just like go through those rocks, and it would actually be a bit faster that way. But I'm gonna be a nice kid. Yay! Walk, walk, walk. Yes. These games, they have awesome music, like same with Transistor. I really love the music in both games. Then I'm walking on edges into invisible walls.
Kid's probably dealt with Zolf by now.
Yes, I'm dealing with Zolf.
It reminds me of myself when I was his age. I ever tell you about those days?
Oh, these whole terminals. Yeah, I'll get sub 1 hour today. Might take me like 4 or 5 runs. Some food first.
Hey, kid.
I'll improve. I'll just have to stop sucking so
Get
much.
up, kid.
Come on.
Come on, that ain't funny. I say get up. That's more like it. Now,
Okay.
set that shard into the monument.
Yeah,
there.
definitely
Then
need
we'll
to
talk.
stop sucking.
The
That
Bastion
didn't just happen.
is finally finished. Now, there's something I want you to see.
So, shall we save them or
Welcome
reset?
to the heart of the Bastion.
Yay.
I ain't one for long goodbyes, so here's the deal. Zia and I figure you done the heavy lifting,
Save them or
so you get to do the
reset?
honors. We can tell you how to work this thing if you got any questions. Good to see you.
You made it.
I think we've been kind today. Yay! Yay! Thanks for hanging out with me. Oh.
Oh,
Hey.
mother.
I forgot
Here
to
I
stop the
figured you'd had
time.
enough of me by now.
Oh my gosh.
Could have undone the calamity
It was
itself.
fun. I always have
Instead,
fun with
you
this
wanna
game.
stay in a world like this.
So less dropping, less sucking, and we'll get
I
into
gotta
one
admit,
sub
kid,
1 hour.
I ain't gonna put much thought in that idea.
Yay!
But carrying on with you here,
Still the nice music.
we can't go back no more.
I'm so
But I
hungry.
suppose we could go wherever we please.
I meant to walk the dogs also.
And if anyone's left out there, I sure would like to see the look on their faces when we dock this thing right on that doorstep.
Yeah, thanks for joining, and I'm
Getting ahead
gonna
of myself, though.
I'm gonna cut
I'm gonna
now
need a
for a
first
bit.
mate.
I need to
What do you say?
cut that episode. I forgot to restart my recording when I started the second one. But I'm gonna do that and get some food and hopefully see you later. Bye bye. Where's my buttons?